Well, the Balaalo issues again, northern Uganda, especially Acholi people. One thing for certain that we need to pay extra attention, extra careful with these people who call themselves Balaalos. Because each time the question of Balaalo must go is raised very loudly, these people have always consistently come out with one issue, the issue of genocide. One was on a national television saying that if they are being removed from northern Uganda, then that is going to amount to a genocide. So the question is, what is genocide? Now of recent, just a few days ago, when Gilbert Olanya and Honorable Dongato went to Ajan village, destroyed the Balaalos fences because they were blocking the community roads. They were blocking the roads that leads to the water point, the only water point where people actually drink from, get water for other domestic chores. When they blocked it using the fences, and Gilbert Olanya and Dongato went and destroyed those fences, now they petitioned the CDF, and it was stamped just yesterday, the 24th. It was received, petitioning, and they are also talking about genocide. How on earth does removing your fences from blocking the community road amounts to genocide? What is genocide? And one thing that is always, because every time they have mentioned the word genocide, as if these Balaalos are only planning to use false flag. They are the ones planning genocide onto the local people in northern Uganda, but they are trying to raise false flag. For those who understand what a false flag is, you begin to raise as if it is somebody else who has started when it is you planning. And this thing, we need to come together as the people of northern Uganda, especially in the Acholi sub-region. We need everybody to come together and we discuss these issues. And by the way, we need to go at length to try to understand what exactly they mean by genocide each time the Balaalo must go question comes. This is a presidential directive order, presidential directive. It is an executive order that was passed. And every time somebody tries to implement it, then the question of genocide keeps cropping. We all understand what happened in Rwanda 30 plus years ago, just 31 years ago. And these are the splinters of the Rwandese who are here in northern Uganda. And I think they're bloodthirsty. These are bloodsuckers, motherfuckers. So if we do not come out as a people and make our stand and probably decide on the next course of action, I think these people are planning a lot more dangerous things against the people. You see, everybody knows there has been allegations that these people carry guns. We have seen them, their videos and pictures showing these people with the guns in our wildernesses. What if they start fighting? And here is an innocent community that do not even have a stone to defend themselves against somebody with a gun. They are saying there are 12 million people in Uganda in a cattle corridor. Whose motherfucker corridor is that? Since when did our land become a cattle corridor? Who put the corridor? Who constructed the corridor for the cattle in here? Okay. You see, I have always said, if we do not prepare for these things, as if these people are doing something behind our back, which is far much dangerous. And that is what we have always said. This is an existential threat. And they're planning genocide, but trying to use false flag. Because what Olanya and Dongato did does not amount to genocide. First of all, they went to court. There is no court ruling. Now they have petitioned the CDF. Now, what do they expect? Do they expect that the CDF ruling overrides what the court is going to say? These Balaalos must know that we have stayed in war for over 20 plus years. It is not a walkover. Even with the sticks, it's not a walkover. And they cannot do anything. That is one thing they must know. They will not do anything. But also, this is a time for us to come together and say, this must leave. They are claiming that there are 12 million people in Uganda right now, including 3.4 votes. Now, if you are 12 million people and you only have 3.4 million votes, that amounts to about 8.6. Where did the 8.6 go? Are these children? You mean most of the Balaalos in Uganda are children? First of all, the biggest the biggest group of people in Uganda are the Bagandas, and they don't reach 12 million. Baganda themselves are about 7 to 8 million people. The whole of Rwanda has about 7 million people. There's no way you claim you're 12 million people, and you're in Kiboga, Chankwazi, in Banyoro land, Bulisa, then you're in Acholi. You are in other people's land and you claim that you have numbers. Because now, if you start your genocide, because that, I think that the statistics they brought for us is for us to believe that there are so many that we cannot win any confrontation with. And I think that is drumming war. And it's very, very dangerous. But that's the absolute lies. Because the moment you people start anything stupid, forget that it is only going to be in northern Uganda. Because even where the Nakasekes, the Chibogas, the Changwazis, people will rise up there and we'll see what you will do. You cannot do anything. But it is time for people to rise up and question this. Why are they always consistently bringing the issues of genocide as long as an order has been put in place to evict them? Whom are they planning to kill in numbers? Because genocide is basically killing people in numbers. It can be physically or silently. And I see people falling for their meal. In all the trading centers in Acholi, I see these people having shops, they're selling milk, and people go around drinking milk. You are killing yourself. How stupid. We were not natural born people drink milk, but we used to have cows also drink from there, but we are not natural milk drinkers. Take porridge, my friend. Why can't you take porridge with UD? Millet porridge with UD is as good as the milk. Let them take their milk, because those are the ways in which genocide can manifest itself. First of all, Laratuno's theories of genocide explained very clearly the other time that even putting the Acholi people in the camps, in human camps, under very, very, very nasty situation was actually an equivalent of a genocide. Because then, from there, we were susceptible to a lot of issues. One, to attack from the rebels. They could now come and attack us at will. You see, when we're in the villages, when they attack 1 or 2 homes, the 4th homes, they will disappear, they will run away. But now in camps, everyone is there, so you can randomly shoot at them with the ammunitions. And you just kill without even doubt. That was an equivalent of a genocide. We were susceptible to attacks from the rebels. They could attack at any time. They could abduct at any time. And they made sure that these camps were very porous. The rebels can just enter in at any time. These are the things we saw. We were very much susceptible to diseases. You see, one infectious person, even HIV, the other cholera and other diseases, one like this can infect several because we have very close contacts. These are all silent genocide. As if that is not enough, as we in the camps, our lands were being surveyed. Some people are already planning how they make grain, they do what. These are genocide. There is a plan, there is a systemic plan to destroy the people of northern Uganda, and especially the Acholi people. And when they continue to drum war, they continue to drum genocide, when we don't even have a stick in our hands, then we know exactly what they meant. But the assurance is very clear. Forget. But this is our iteration to the president. The Balaalo must go. Let them go. The security people who are not enforcing this, like the RDC, some of the RDCs are not enforcing this. Remove them from their duties, because I think they're trying to undermine your authority. Since when has the appointed disobeyed the order of the appointing authority and it goes away like that? That's impunity. What's happening to this country? What is happening to this country where the person you appointed can no longer listen to you? So for the RDCs who are not following the president's directive, we have taken notice of you. You are the people who are planning with the aliens to destroy the identity and the existence of the Acholi people, and you'll be on record for that. Because at the end of the day, you are part of the system that will be destroyed permanently.